Comrade, this edition of You and the Law is aimed at exposing to you the various rights and laws that governs debt, house eviction, and minimum wage. Let's get started with debt. It has come to our notice that many people have been brutalized and detained just because they were owing a particular sum of money. Comrade, I stand here to say that debt falls under civil wrongs, which gives no room for detention but compensation and some accessory remedies in case of a debt that may arise from a breach of contract. Comrade, should the police detain you for non-payment of debt, please file a complaint to the State Council for illegal detention. Inasmuch as we encourage you to pay your debt as responsible citizens, the police has no right to detain you even when you are unwilling to pay, because the Ohada Uniform Act on Simplified Recovery Procedures and Measures of Execution has made provisions for the recovery of debt without detention. If the police wants to use forceful measures, then they can seek redress in Article 54 and 153 of the Uniform Act, which provides measures of execution like seizure and the garnishee. Comrade, the only instance where a police can detain you for owing a debt, it is only when you insult the creditor or you threaten him. At that level, it is no longer a civil wrong but a criminal offense, which can give the police the right to detain you at that juncture. Let's leave you with this because we hope you get it. It is now time to take you to house eviction. Dear comrades, it is very regular to see landlords over-exercise their powers because most of them do not know the law, and as a consequence they tend to act based on their emotions, because it is very common to hear landlords give their tenants a 1-week duration to quit their house after an argument may have erupted between them. Comrades, we are here to tell you this is very wrong, because based on the laws governing tenancy agreements in Cameroon, a landlord can only evict a tenant from his house after giving him a 30 days quit notice. What will shock you is that upon expiry, the tenant still has an additional week to exit the house. Though the state of Cameroon does not have any code on tenancy agreement, legal refuge can be sought in the French Civil Code and the Recovery of Premise Ordinance Cap 198 of 1948, applicable in the Anglophone part of Cameroon. It is interesting to know that all these laws are favorable to the tenant. Comrade, based on the above explanation, no landlord should send you packing without a quit notice from either a lawyer or from the court respecting the various provisions. But it is necessary for me and you to pay our house rent so we stay away from problems with the law, because law number 2016/007 of 12 July 2016 criminalizes non-payment of rent in its article 322, which is titled rental fraud. It provides imprisonment term of 6 months to 3 years and a fine of 100,000 to 300,000 francs to anybody who will not want to pay his house rent. I know this may sound scary, but if we are responsible enough, we may not fall a victim to this provision. Let's now take you to minimum wage that each and every worker ought to earn. Comrades, it is a pity to discover that many Cameroonians are working so hard, but what they earn is far below the minimum wage per month. It is for this reason that we deem it important to let you know this. It is salient to know that before 2014, the minimum salary or wage in Cameroon was 28,000 francs. This was changed after 2014 to 36,270 francs. Comrade, though this amount is very low as compared to those of other African countries, it is excruciating to realize that many Cameroonians are still earning below this sum. As an eye-opener, you can now sue your employer for paying you below this sum, because he is not only violating your rights but the law. I know suing an employer in Cameroon is a mirage because of scarcity of jobs. But on a serious note, I want to appeal to our employers. Dear employers, please try as much as possible to respect the minimum wage as laid down by our authorities in Cameroon. Please also try as much as possible to pay our wages or salary on time so we can be able to pay our house rent, because we want to avoid going to prison because of non-payment of rent. I hope it gets to all employers. Please share this to all employers. Thank you very much.